You hear the screeching of an owl, you hear the wind begin to howl. You know there's zombies on the prowl. And it's terror time again. They've got you running through the night. It's terror time again. And you just might die of fright. It's a terrifying time.
Hello everyone, we've got something special today. That's right, we're taking a look at the first ever functioning tank mod for Project Zomboid, plus some other fun stuff tossed in to go with it. But before we begin, I'd like to thank today's artist, the talented Katophoenix. Be sure to check her work out down below. I'd also like to ask you to support the content with a like, comment what you think, and sub for more content like this and more. Now let's begin, shall we? There's something oddly satisfying about the first fully functional tank being one of the largest tanks of World War II, thanks to the hard work of two Chinese developers, at least if Google translates to be believed. I'm sorry I cannot pronounce your names, but we have the King Tiger 2 tank. This mod comes with two versions, the regular and cheat versions. The regular version requires you to find ammunition for it, and it cannot crush things in the environment, while the cheat version has unlimited ammo and can crush things with its tank. If you want to use the regular version, ammo can be found in gun stores and gun cabinets. The main gun uses shells, while the machine gun uses 5.56 ammo. Using the arrow keys is how you operate the turret and the guns. The machine gun always shoots straight ahead of the tank, while the turret can be aimed anywhere around the tank in a 360, with the left and right arrows aiming the turret. The up arrow will fire the main gun, and the down arrow will fire the machine gun. This thing is a beast though. It tears through the environment and hordes. Now if I may make a suggestion to the mod creators, however, maybe add a third variant between the cheat and the non-cheat. One that lets it destroy the environment, but still requires ammo. It provides a realistic middle ground and lets you have fun bulldozing through things that get in your way, without letting me just fire away with reckless abandon. Also, I love how massive the tank is. But that is a King Tiger after all, some of the largest tanks produced during the war. Little fun historical fact, that is part of the reason why they weren't actually deployed very often. They were very expensive to make, absolutely massive, introduced late in the war, and their engines just weren't powerful enough to propel the King Tiger at anything faster than a crawl, leading it to be an impractical choice, especially when there were things that dominated the battlefield already like the Panther and Tiger lines, or the much more common Panzer lines. I like tanks a lot, if y'all can't tell though. Honestly, this mod's groundbreaking for Project Zomboid as a whole though. This is the first vehicle mod with a functional turret system, and given the developers gave permission for other people to use the code, go out there, make all the mods of your dreams come true. You want a functioning turret in a Humvee? Make it happen. You want a deployable turret nest like you'd see in a bunker? Well, now you've got some of the framework in place. So get out there and go nuts. So many military vehicle mods could stand to improve from this work, and I wish I could pronounce y'all's names, but goddamn, y'all did a fan-fucking-tastic job with this work. I wish you two all the success. Before we start talking about this tank, I do want you to keep in mind that this is very much a work in progress, to the point that it doesn't actually spawn in game. So if you want to drive it around, you're gonna have to spawn it in, but it is fully modeled and drivable. This mod is the M551 Sheridan tank, being developed by Shadowy Bandit. This dev plans to make it fully functional like the King Tiger we just discussed, which if that works out will be cool as shit. Especially we have several different types of tanks, we can have a full out tank faction war on servers. I also like the fact the developer wants to even add amphibious support, which means it'll start speaking philosophy at you. Nah, it actually would let you ford rivers like the Ohio with the tank. You'll be able to drive across the river to be on the part of the map that has no zombies and build a cool new life. Yeah, I think that'd be cool as hell. The tank itself is also pretty nicely modeled. It definitely looks cool as fuck, and it has a pretty nice representation of its namesake. and I'm looking forward to seeing it be more fully developed, especially once it has a functional turret system of its own. It'll be quite a treat, especially once it gets those amphibious upgrades, as well as this would make it another groundbreaking mod. I mean, it'd be one of the first vehicles to be able to function on land and water. Keep up the great work, Shadowy Bandit. I look forward to seeing what treat you manage to make for us next. Are you tired of that damn helicopter annoying you? Do you wish you could cause havoc for the military and those around you? Well, if this is the case, TNT and his friend have made your dreams come true. That's right, it's time to take to the air ourselves in the UH-60 Blackhawk helicopter mod. This mod is pretty damn awesome, and I don't say that lightly. This thing can zoom around the map extremely quickly, way faster than any other vehicle, and the fact that it ignores trees and such that you could go even faster, as it lets you take a direct path instead of messing around with all the back roads or highways. Just be sure to keep an eye on that fuel gauge, as this thing will eat fuel. Actually, one thing I like about the heli is the fact it uses standard car parts, which means you could swap out the standard gas tank for, say, a big gas tank, increasing the fuel capacity from 39 to 59 gallons, really extending the length of trips by around a third of the length. A very good idea for those who plan to fly a lot. Another thing in this baby's favor is the fact it can carry 1,000 kilograms of loot in the back, which means you could carry a ton of fuel as well as other resources to keep this and yourself going. Hell, maybe even make this your mobile base. Carry a tent, some campfire materials, all the stuff you need to set up a quick and dirty base within any clearing large enough to fit the helicopter, and you can live pretty much anywhere you want. And you have no worries about resources, as anything you'd want to get is just a minute or two away. Are you worried your helicopter has attracted too much attention and the landing zone's too hot? Well, using the 5.56 minigun on there, that's right, as long as you have 5.56 ammo in your inventory, you can unload rounds on the zombies, clear the LZ, and get a push started on the town. Though definitely keep in mind the sound of your chopper and the rampage you cause will certainly attract more attention. So be prepared to either grab and go or have other options to clear out the hot zone, because you can't just fly and blast forever. This thing also controls pretty smoothly. It definitely carries its momentum, but damn is it fun to fly around. There's only a few bugs with it, honestly. Like one, you can't land on rooftops correctly due to the game engine still thinking that the helicopter's on the ground level when it really isn't, which causes some of the other issues, like the fact the helicopter's shadow is able to push zombies around when it really should pass right over them, as well as the fact that if you raise the helicopter up too high, the camera can't keep following it, so you'll just float off screen. But this issue isn't too big of a deal, given that you've got a big shadow under you at all times showing where you're at. And overall, I'm loving this helicopter. It's a lot of fun and a great way to get around the map. Just keep in mind that getting a hold of one of them will require you to travel to a military area such as the military base by Rosewood, and if the helicopter's locked, you may have to break a window. I'd suggest you have the better lockpicking mod ready to go and have the burglar profession, or be ready to replace a smashed window. And the final thing to mention is this baby has 6 seats, so you got extra loot or space to unload an entire squad into downtown Louisville. It's up to you, my friends. While there's not a whole lot of mods in today's video, each one of them offers something pretty cool and unique, and potentially offers things that aren't seen very often within the Project Zomboid modding sphere. I mean, hell, there's only like one other helicopter mod, which is outdated as hell and lacking some features, which makes it less attractive as a unit. And personally, I can't decide between the King Tiger or the Black Hawk. Both are such good mods. I mean, the first functional tank is quite a feat, and the Black Hawk is just a lot of fun with the ability to fly anywhere you want. And hell though, if the Sheridan can deliver on its promise for amphibious support, then it'll be another game changer as well. You're getting overwhelmed by zombies? Well, just drive across the river to an area there's no zombies. Get nicely set up, build a full base, and drive back and forth whenever you need to. That's going to be as cool as hell. Now then, I think that just about covers all of today's mods, however. If you enjoyed the video, then be sure to support the content with a like. Maybe share your thoughts down below. And definitely be sure to check out today's artists. Their work is lovely. I'd also like to shout out all the supporters seen on the screen. Your support really helps me to be able to crank out several videos a week. This has been Core, and I'll see y'all next time. Stay safe out there.